isn't just a story about fitness success. This is a story about mindset, drive, and what can happen when you decide to bet on yourself. Alex,
So,
shall we? I really appreciate you being willing to do this interview
Yeah.
for my channel. You're definitely a different interview in a way than I've done before because you're the youngest person that I've ever interviewed. So how old are you?
16.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
Well, you've done a great job, obviously. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, it's very impressive. Only 16 years old, and he's built so much. Now, this is a fitness story I want to hear. I asked Alex to walk us through what brought him to where he is today.
Okay, so when I remember when I was first, before I even started working out, I played video games all day. Video games, junk food, sit around all day, and that's all I did. Go home, school, and video games. That's all it was. I wasn't doing anything. And I used to just have like a huge hatred for myself. Like I hated myself more than anyone. Like I was my number one biggest hater, but I was also there for me as well. Because I was the only one who could change my life around. I understood that. And it was the fact that there was no progress, that I spent all these years going through middle school and nothing changed. I said I was going to get a driver's license. I said, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say I'm going to do that. I'm going to say I'm going to start picking up my life. I'm going to get a job. And one day I just realized like holy shit, I did not, I haven't been done anything. And it was the fact that there was no progress, that I didn't do anything. It's just, that's the reason I wanted to start working out. I wanted to change. I wanted to become someone that I was happy with.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that really impresses me is that self-reflection, I feel like, is something that a lot of people don't gain until they're older. And that's why they say old and wise, But, you obviously had some maturity in you and ability to self-reflect. I felt like it was beyond your years.
Yeah. I'm still 16 and I started working out when I was near 11 or 12.
11 or 12? Wow. Most of us are still such children at that age or becoming little punks. I know I was, and I was not at all disciplined.
And I get that a lot. I mean, I have other guys at the gym, 50s, 40s, 70s, 80s, and they're all like, "Oh man, yeah, you don't belong in your generation. You stick out. You're like the rest of these kids, immature."
Yeah, and and actually, one thing I was going to ask you is, I know that your dad has a very impressive military background, and so I was wondering if that had any bearing on your, decision to build yourself physically.
Not at all. One thing that he did tell me though, it was years ago when I was still in elementary school. I was like 5 or something like that. But I remember one day he took a look at me. He said, "Alex, one day you're gonna do something great." And there was this one day I'll never forget it, where I stayed up till 3, 4 in the morning. I woke up at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and I didn't shower. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't do nothing. I just said good morning to everyone, and then went to the computer, played video games for 6 hours straight. It was 7 p.m. and I just took off my headset and I just threw it off. I went to the bathroom and I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, what the hell am I doing with my life? That's what started it. And I thought back on that when he said, "You're going to do something great one day." And I was like thinking, it's like, what the hell have I done? I haven't done shit. I mean, I just slacked off and here I am, skinny, hating myself, one of the weirdest kids in the school. I felt like a failure. I really did.
Yeah.
And
you were so young. You were not a failure, but I understand that mindset. I really do. So, that's cool. That's amazing. I hope people that are watching this will be inspired by not just, the aesthetics of lifting, but the fact that you were trying to change your entire outlook on who you were. I think that's the bigger story.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So, what kind of lifestyle changes did you have to make to start, heading down the path of where you are right now?
Those same habits that I changed that made me want to get into working out. When I first started, it wasn't like that serious until like each year for me. It's just like I take it more seriously. And okay, now I'm stop less video games. Now it's less junk food. Now it's only this type of food. Now it's tracking this and tracking all that.
That's a lot of changing.
Oh,
yeah. You've really started to fine tune things that you have in your life, from moving away from things that are holding you back and gravitating towards things that are going to push you forward. That's amazing. Amazing that you just saw that you wanted more for yourself. All right, welcome back.
Yeah.
So aside from the fact that you obviously put a lot of work in the gym, you work super hard and it shows. As you know, like a large percentage of someone's physique is their diet. So tell us about your diet and how you stay on track. Do you track really meticulously, or what do you do?
No, I only track protein.
Okay.
So I have a kitchen scale. So I'll weigh chicken, beef, eggs,
Perfect.
or whatever.
Amazing.
And that's usually the only thing I track. I don't track carbs or calories. It's just protein.
Yeah.
Usually I'll take like how much I weigh.
Mm-hmm.
For example, around 200. I would add 30 to that. So 230. That's how many grams of protein I'm eating every day.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic, and that's definitely what I've read and tried to follow. I don't do that throughout the year, obviously, but whenever I'm specifically trying to build, that's the
Yeah.
thing. How would you describe the change that has happened for you at home and at school?
It's like a big topic because it was so much that changed. It's like two completely separate lives that aren't like anything related at all. It's just the biggest 180 that I've seen in my life. Because I used to be, like I said, the weirdest kid at school. Uh, didn't have that many friends. Just went home, played video games, and
You
that's
didn't
all
feel
I
like
did.
you fit in anywhere, and that
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
weren't open. I mean,
Yeah. And also, I feel like a big thing is that I didn't really care about it at the time before I started working out. But also, I still remember like when I did start working out, when there was that day when I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "What the hell am I doing with my life?" I just kind of like realized like where I was. I was like looking around me. Even at school, I would go back to school the next day. I was like, "Wow, this is really my life," and I wasn't happy with it. I was desperate to change. And for like the longest time, I just allowed it to happen. I didn't really care about it. And it was a big reason because I didn't respect myself. I
yeah,
mean, back then. And I wanted to become someone that I was happy with, someone that I could respect.
yeah,
So I started with the one thing that I knew, and that was working out, starting physically. Something snapped. Like I didn't care about what anyone else thought. I didn't care about what my parents thought, what my brothers thought, what my friends thought, where I would end up. I knew that this was getting me stronger. I was getting stronger. I could feel it. I felt better, and I wasn't really focused on the size or the approval of other people.
yeah,
I just wanted to be stronger. Just something that I can have that made me happy with myself.
yeah, yeah.
And it was other people that noticed it before even I did. Like I said, because it was the first 8 months I was working out, first 6 or 8 months. But I didn't see any like size changes on me until then, and I just saw strength and endurance.
Mm-hmm.
But until
And
the
probably
size
your mind
came,
was clearer too,
oh yeah,
like
yeah,
you feel
yeah.
like it just like the fact that you were working out and you're getting your heart's pumping, your blood's pumping, and
Mm.
plus your whole attitude had changed. I bet you just like it's like your eyes were open for the
It,
first time or something. I don't know.
it was something like that. It was like they were being open, but they weren't completely opened yet. It was
Hmm.
like, and I feel like that's how the rest of life is always going to be. It's like you're always going to be unsure. You're never going to ever
Yeah.
fully know.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's very wise of you, yet again. By your age, very wise. It's true. It's true. I mean, I'm 51 years old, and I have not figured everything out. All right, so I don't know if everyone wants to know, but I want to know what are some of your favorite exercises? And maybe your least favorite.
Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna start on my least favorite first.
Okay, sounds good.
It's anything that isn't like optimal for muscle growth. But there's a lot of BS on the internet, and people don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So if it's not really good for you, then I couldn't really care much about it. As for my favorite workout, would probably be the preacher curl.
Okay.
So usually, what a lot of people do, there's like the flat side and the part that's like angled.
Yeah.
And a lot of people put their chest on the flat side and have their arms on the angled side.
Uh-huh.
What Bobby taught me is that you do it the other way, where you put your chest on the angled side and your arms are just going straight down.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that extension.
Yeah.
See, that's a great valuable tip that you shared on this channel.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
But Bobby said he even found that one on his own, I think, because he was doing it at the gym, and then other people looking at him like he was crazy. Like, oh, what the hell is this guy doing? The moment he was done, other people got to go try it. And they're like, oh man, this is great. And so other people started copying him, and then he taught me, and
that's
cool. One of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. So, what kind of advice would you give to beginners?
You have to want it. It goes with anything. not just the gym, literally anything, like any hobby you can think of. You have to want to do it to get it. Because if you don't want it, then you're not going to work towards it. And you don't have to just want it, you have to want it enough. Not just say, hey, I wish I could look this good, or oh, I wish I could play this song on the guitar, or whatever it is. And then you don't actually work towards it. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like tracking my meals and all that. And
yeah,
you're not going to get it. You just don't want it enough.
Yeah.
You have to want it to get it.
Alex, I really appreciate you being willing to do this interview with me, and I'm very proud of the achievements that you have made.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing what the future holds for you, and look forward to having you on my channel again.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much.
Never rock this life till I take my last